Storyteller Squad, welcome to another episode of Struck by Love. So, this is probably going to be another chaotic episode just because it's Struck by Love. Y'all know that Struck by Love has been a lot of drama, a lot of relationship and family drama, so I'm really loving it. I'm having the best time with it, even though in real life has been very hectic for me and all that. I just really appreciate all y'all's support, and I'm just having a lot of fun, so I hope y'all are as well. I hope y'all are enjoying this legacy, and so we're gonna get into this episode because I decided to go ahead and record again, mostly because of the fact that EA has done a lot of updates, and this recent update has really messed with a lot of people's games. It's made people's games break, their saves break. It's just been so terrible. And so, yeah, I decided to record another episode. So, basically, Kari is over here. She has had some stuff go on off screen. I have tried to play a little off screen just because I want to progress a lot with this legacy. And I feel like because we're going to have to do like a little time skip before she becomes an adult, I think that, it's really important that I get going with her skills and her career. So she is actually a level 4 now in her career, and I'm so proud of her. She's done super well. She actually got a little bit of fame from writing her books and, working really hard as a advice columnist, which I feel like, she's not going to be giving romance advice, but she definitely can give some writing advice. I think in the romance department, she's just very spent. And, now though, there's some good stuff happening in her relationship life, which I'm going to talk about soon. She needs to actually write some more books in order to get her promotion. But she did reach level 4 of the writing skills, so she's doing well for her work. And she's actually a level 7 in writing. She is a level 5 in handiness and a level 5 in charisma. So she's doing well with all the goals for this gen, and even though she has a little bit of a different story going on than just the regular, story for this legacy, I absolutely love it. And I am following the story for the legacy, but also adding my own little twist in. Y'all know how I do with my legacies. Y'all know I have to add my own little touches and everything. But she actually did talk to Julian off a screen, so let me go and show you all that really quick. So basically over here it says that they are now enemies with benefits. I hate you, but I must have you. So basically they still have some underlying issues that they haven't worked out from the cheating, and they still have a strained relationship dynamic. So yeah, strained romance dynamic, have a bit of tension in their relationship that is hard to work through. These Sims fail at friendly and romantic socials. But now, they're still together, and, they had a child together. So, yeah, she's very attracted to him, and this says awesome woohoo partner. Kari enjoyed a great woohoo session with Julian, and it brought extra warmth to her feelings about the relationship. So, in other words, they're literally hooking up to try to repair their relationship. And I don't think that's a good way to go about it. I think you should try to communicate, talk it out, work it out in a sense like, one partner agrees to work out their issues, the other partner agrees to work out theirs, like that kind of thing. But they are actually working it out through physical touch, and that's another thing I want to tell you all. So she actually has this over here that says physical touch. You love when Sims touch you or touch them. It's a form of affection and closeness to you. So this is actually a mod, and if I can find the mod, I'll link it down below for you all. But this mod is really, really cool because it gives your Sims different kinds of love languages, and I think that's really a nice detail, especially when you have relationship realisticness in your game. And this says also that she loves quality time. You cherish spending time with your loved ones and giving them undivided attention. So she loves to spend time with her partner. That's really special to her, and it means a lot when they make time for her. So yeah. So I wanted to show you all that because I did actually give her that off of screen. And it makes sense why she's actually, still in love with Julian, because they actually do woohoo. And it's amazing. It's like a really good woohoo session. So, yeah, that's exactly why she really likes to be with Julian, is because he's great in the bed, which, that's not a good enough reason, but yeah. So today's episode is going to be pretty much about, we're going to be aging up Rue. Rue is actually so adorable. I love her so much. I can't wait to see her grow up. She is actually going to be my potential Generation 2 heir, so y'all are actually going to vote. I am going to have y'all do a voting thing by the end of this generation, where y'all will get to vote who's going to be my Generation 2 heir, because I really want to involve y'all a lot in the story, and I think that's going to be really, really fun. So I also want to do a wheel spin in this episode. I thought that could be fun. I did mention before, like a while back, that I wanted to do some wheel spins in this legacy, see how that goes. Not do it all the time, but do it sometimes, and I think it'd be really, really cool to do it in this episode. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and have her check on her really quick. Let's go ahead and, she just needs to use her diaper. So we're going to have her use her diaper real quick, and we're going to go and change her before we actually go and, let her age up. So I'm going to have Kari try to make a cake, but Kari is not the best at cooking. Like I said, she always had like a butler, cooking food for her and her dad. And so, yeah, she's not the best cook in the world, but we're going to try this. We're going to try and get her to bake. Hopefully she don't burn this new house down, because we just got it and she doesn't have that much money now because her family's broke. So I don't know what we're going to do, honestly. I'm like really hoping that, her job comes through. It's not like they're completely broke. They have 21,000 simoleons, but is that enough for a growing family? No, probably not. But we're going to have Julian move in, and hopefully Julian can get a job and make a little bit of money. I know he said he's going to be selling cocaine, but I really think that Julian needs a regular job too. Oh, Tegan's calling. Remember when we talked about Mateo Aguirre? We went on a very nice date. Oh, that's nice, Tegan, but what happened to you and Lizetta? I thought y'all were dating. Okay, well, I guess it didn't work out. I guess they want to just be friends, which, that's okay. Okay, so she needs some fun, but girl, we can't have any fun right now till you go and age up your daughter. So, let's go ahead and come over here. We're gonna put her down on her little flower playmat for now, just so we can go and cook. Oh my gosh, she's in a romantic mood. Just call me Cupid from hooking up other Sims. Aw, she feels like she gave Tegan some good advice, which, I feel like Tegan doesn't really want to commit in a relationship, which is probably why her and Lizetta didn't work out. They're very opposite in that way, but at least they're still friends. Oh my gosh, this says take a pregnancy test. Well, I guess we should take a pregnancy test just to see. Her and Julian have actually woohooed a couple times, so I don't know. She could be pregnant, which, that would be really fun if she was pregnant, because, her and Julian are okay right now. So let's see what it says. Are you pregnant, girl? Are you pregnant? Oh my gosh, she's pregnant! She's pregnant again! Aww! She's gonna have a baby! Aww! Rue, you're gonna be a big sister. I wonder how Rue's gonna feel about that. I wonder if Rue is actually gonna enjoy being a big sister. That would be really good if she will, but we're just gonna have to see. Kari is now in her first trimester and should schedule her first prenatal visit. Okay, well, we're gonna have to talk about that with the gynecologist, because honestly, she's just been going through so much after her pregnancy with Rue. Y'all know that she was having some postpartum issues. She was having pain, emotional pain. She was just not really wanting any more kids. But now I think she's gotten over that little slump, and I think she actually wants kids again. Yeah, it says she would be happy to have a child. This sim would love to be pregnant and having a child, whether it's the right time or not. So yeah, I think it might be a little soon for her to be pregnant again in her mind, but she's kind of, happy at the same time. Her and Julian are good now, so it should be fine. Let's actually go and have Julian come over, because, we want him to be here to be a part of this birthday celebration. So let's go ahead and call him. we're gonna get Julian to come over. We're gonna convince him to come over. I know he might be a little busy with trying to sell cocaine at the moment, like he does it at nighttime, so the police won't catch him. So she's like, hey Julian, honey, can you come over? Cause I'm gonna age up our daughter. So he's like, oh, Rue's aging up today? She's like, yeah, it's Rue's birthday. I can't believe she's gonna be a toddler. And he's like, okay, I'll be right over. Oh no, not a doctor visit. No, we can't go right now. We're busy. Okay, girl, let's go and actually age up Rue. I'm gonna just go and cheat her need up so she can actually go and take care of cooking a little bit. So we're gonna go and we're gonna cook this cake. So let's go down here and we're gonna make a chocolate cake. It's kind of a tradition in my legacies to have my Sims go and cook a chocolate cake for their kids to age up. It's just been kind of a thing, so I think that's kind of fun to do. Because I love chocolate. You know, I think, honestly, in my opinion, chocolate cake is not my favorite type of chocolate. I do actually like chocolate bars and, like, chocolate pie and stuff like that better than cake. I don't know why. Honestly, I don't know. I think it just might be it's not strong enough chocolate for me, maybe. So yeah, but she's gonna make the chocolate cake for Rue. And I think it's just really exciting that Rue's gonna be a toddler. I mean, just in time as well. We're not gonna have two infants at the same time, which is really good. So I'm really happy that, you know, Kari is going to be having another baby. What do y'all think she's having? Comment down below if you think it's gonna be a boy or a girl. So do a pink heart for a girl and do a blue heart for a boy. Or if you think she's having twins, put both down below. Or just say twins. So I honestly think that she's probably, well, I can't really tell y'all because actually I did check before this episode if she was pregnant or not because I was curious. So I do know the gender of the baby, but I'm not going to tell y'all because I want it to be a surprise for when we have a little gender reveal, because I haven't done a gender reveal in a minute. I think that'd be really fun to do. I don't know if we're going to do it in this episode though, because I have other plans and I'm going to do the wheel spin. So I think we'll save that for another episode because I really want to like focus on Rue's birthday and also doing that cool wheel spin idea. So we're going to go and add the birthday candles. And is Julian here? Did he make it here? Oh, Julian's out here. So here he is. He's playing his guitar. You know he wanted to bring his guitar over to impress Kari. You know, he's trying to make it up to her. And, you know, he's talked to her and said that him and Kia are no longer having a thing. So she doesn't need to worry about it. So I think that's how they kind of communicated a little bit after the fact, after they woohooed a ton of times. So yeah, but we're gonna go and actually get Julian into the group. As a matter of fact, I do want Julian to just move in because they are, you know, really close again. And even though they have a strained romance dynamic because of some underlying issues still, I want Julian to be a part of this. So what's this say? Coked up from doing drugs. Julian's head is tingling and bursting of confidence. Julian, you're still doing drugs? I thought that you and Kari talked about this. I thought you were just going to sell them, not do them. But apparently he said that he wants to still be doing drugs. So I don't know. Maybe he needs to kind of calm it down a little bit considering he's a dad now. But I don't know. He'll just be him, I guess. But we're going to age up Rue and have her little birthday. Okay, so it looks like Kari had a cryptic pregnancy. Well, she did find out a little later than usual, so, I mean, that happens sometimes. So, she's gonna go over here, and we're gonna age up Rue. Aw, happy birthday, Rue. I can't believe you're gonna be a toddler. This is so cute. Okay, here she goes. She's gonna blow out her candles. Aw, I wanna get a little picture of them. So I'm gonna go and give Rue a different outfit so that way she can actually blow out her candles. Let's see, which outfit do we want to put on her? I think I'll put this one on her. Oh, this is so exciting. My first baby of this legacy is gonna be a toddler. This is so sentimental. Okay, let's like go and get a cute little photo. And it's at Christmas time as well, which is so adorable. I love it. I can't believe it's going to be Christmas soon in the game. I mean, it's literally almost fall in real life, so I mean, it's kind of fun to celebrate different holidays in the game than I am in real life. Okay, girl, go ahead and blow out your candles. Oh, look at her. She's got her mouth open. She's so excited. Oh, this is so adorable. I wish I could get the walls in a good position so I could get a good picture, but it's really hard just with the positioning of everything. Yay, she's blowing out her candles. Aw, so cute. Okay, Julian made it in time for the blowing the candles out, which is good. Okay, so Rue aged up. I think we're going to just go ahead and give her, I think she would probably be, if she's going to be potentially next gen, I think she's probably going to be a charmer. And then we'll also give her the, maybe we'll give her the independent trait. Okay, so she has the charmer and independent traits. Yay! Oh, she's so adorable. Look at her. Oh, I can't wait to give her a little makeover. She's going to look so freaking cute in her little toddler clothes. And I actually did set up her nursery so she's able to have a toddler bed already. But I don't know what we're going to do about this new baby. I guess the new baby's going to have to share a room with her. Oh, Myron has sent Rue a gift. Look for it arriving in the mail soon. Oh, well, that was nice. Her dad sent a gift. I mean, her dad's not been too excited about being a grandpa. He's just been kind of, trying to, kind of be nice about it. But at the same time, he just doesn't really approve of Julian. Because Kari never told him that she was in a relationship in college till later on. So, yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna go and give Rue a makeover, and we're gonna see how adorable she looks with CC. Okay, so I gave Rue her makeover, and she looks so good with CC. Sims just in general need a CC makeover, in my opinion. Like, honestly, they look so much better with CC. I have used CC for so many years, and it'd be so hard to play vanilla by now. So, but yeah, she has her CC makeover and she is adorable. She looks like a good mix of both of her parents. And like I said, y'all will be voting if she is going to be Generation 2 heir or not. But also it will come down to who we all think would be the best fit for Generation 2. And Generation 2 is, I think, Grumpy Sunshine. So it's going to be a non-committal, singer. So we're going to have to think about that as she grows up. Will she fit Generation 2 or not? But I think I am going to go ahead and do the wheel spin because I've been wanting to do a wheel spin for this legacy for a bit. I've just been trying to focus on all the goals and the story and everything. So we're going to go ahead and do this wheel spin and see what we're going to do in this episode. Okay, so here is the Sims 4 Wheel of Drama, and I'm not sure who created this, but thank you to the creator, whoever made this wheel. But I am so excited to do this because I've seen other people actually spin the wheel for their Sims, and I'm really excited. So let's look at the potential things that we could actually get on this wheel. So you can either have a baby, adopt a pet, divorce, plastic surgery, house remodel, kill a family member, career change, split someone from household. So if it actually interferes with the challenge or the story, I am going to actually spin the wheel again. So for example, if it says to switch careers, then I'll probably just, have to spin again. But I might do that for Julian though. We could do that. But I'm definitely going to have to consider that as well, consider the challenge and make sure that whatever I'm spinning is going to fit in with my story and the challenge. So yeah, let's go ahead and give this wheel a spin and see what kind of drama we're going to get. So let's see. Okay, the wheel's spinning and it looks like it landed on complete an aspiration. Okay. Well, we have to do that anyway, so I think I'm going to spin again because we do have to do that for the challenge anyway. So let's go ahead and spin again. Okay, let's see. What are we going to get? Alright, it looks like it landed on start a cult. Oh my gosh. Start a cult. Okay, well, we could do that for Julian. Julian could actually have a cult of people who own a drug business or something. Oh, that would be really cool. But I guess start a cult could be either you start like a club, or you have a bunch of people who have like, you know, like a gang or something. I'm not really sure. What do y'all think? I think that would be really cool for the storyline if Julian would have like a cult of people who actually like do drugs, sell drugs. I think that fits in really well with the story I have for him. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, Julian, it's time to get you into a cult, sir. Let's go ahead and have him do what he needs to do for that, because the will said so. Coming down from drugs, Julian is coming down and is craving more cocaine. Oh gosh, boy, you need to quit this coke habit. You have 2 kids now. Like, you have one on the way and one who's a toddler, so you need to get your act together. But I think, you know, him joining this cult is going to show that he's not changing. But let's go ahead and get him into a club. Let's just make our own club. We're going to call it the Coke Cult. I think that'll be a cool name for it. So we're going to go ahead and make it, what one do we want to do? Let's just do something like this. I think that's fine, maybe. Or, ooh, this one. Yes, the skull is better. And then we're going to do invite only, and this is going to say, for all of you who like Coke, this is the cult for you. I'll think of something better later, but that's just kind of something I came up with right now. But I think that's fine. And then I don't think they're gonna have a club hangout. Maybe we'll just make a generic lot. Like maybe we could do maybe a bar, or maybe like a nightclub or something. I feel like a nightclub would be a great place to sell Coke and stuff. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's do any nightclub. All right. And then he's going to go ahead and make the activities that they do in this cult. So we're going to actually have them, what do we want to do? We could actually have them use the bubble blower, and we could actually have them as well go and, oh yeah, they're going to be drinking bar drinks. And what else? Let's see. Where is the mischief interactions? Because we really need to get some mayhem going here. Oh gosh, they have execute and do deadly and non-deadly violent actions. Oh gosh, please do not do that. That's crazy. Let's see. I don't see it in here. I thought that there was like do drugs interaction, but there isn't. Social home activities. We want to have them actually, I could have him have a cult where, you know, they not only do drugs, but they also are a little bit mischievous. Like, they do fight. Ooh, let's do that. And then let's also have them do, what else do we want to do? We could have them prank other people. And then, I do want to do the drug one, but I don't see it on here. I thought that came with the base mental, but apparently it didn't. Maybe they changed something. I'm trying to see if it's in any of these other ones. It was supposed to show up, I thought, in the mischief and mayhem part, but it's not. So I think that's fine. I think everything else we're good on. So yeah, so they actually, in this cult, they use the bubble blower, they drink bar drinks, fight, and do pranking. So he's gonna go ahead and add a couple people into his cult. He's gonna add, I think we're gonna have Kia in there for a bit of drama. And then we're gonna also add his friend in there. Where is his friend? Okay, Reed is gonna be a part of it. And then who else? I do want to actually get some more Sims. I actually do have a hashtag Storyteller Squad Sims. If you want to actually put your Sims on the gallery for me so I can have more Sims in my game. I know I'm in a save file, but I always like to include other Sims in my storytelling, and I will definitely give them a little makeover so they can be featured in my story, any of my legacies. So if you want to do that, go ahead. I'd love to see your Sims, because I love to have new Sims to play with and new Sims to have be a part of my story. So who else do we want to add to this cult? Let's see. Let's go ahead and add maybe Ted Roswell. You know what? Ted could definitely be a good addition. He lives in Strangerville, so Who else? Let's see, maybe Bajorn. You know what? That's fine. Okay, so we have Julian, Kia, Reed, Ted, and Bajorn. And then who else could we add? Oh my gosh, imagine Bella Goth is a part of the Coke cult. That would be so iconic, her being a part of it, because Bella is just awesome. Like, I love her so much. She is literally one of my favorite townies. So if Bella is into Coke, I'm not gonna tell nobody, girl. Don't worry. Okay, so they're all in their cult, and we're gonna go ahead and confirm. So congratulations, Julian has successfully created the cult club. Alright, well, I don't know, maybe we need to get them all into, like, certain outfits, like maybe they all wear black or something. But yeah, he has his cult now, thanks to the wheel, and we will be doing wheel spins here and there, so look out for that. If y'all want to suggest some new things for the wheel, let me know. I could always create a custom one of my own or edit the one that I have. So yeah, but I think it's going to be interesting to do the wheel spins here and there. I want to do it like when I feel like I don't know what I want to do in a sim day, and that could just add a little bit of drama and extra fun to this legacy. And I might also do it and never get bored too. We're gonna have to see about that. But I think I'm gonna have, ooh, she can enroll her in preschool. I definitely see Kari thinking that her kid's education is important, so we are gonna go ahead and enroll her in the Little Darling Preschool. It's a safe, joyful environment for toddlers to learn character values and skills. So yeah, she's enrolled. Rue has been enrolled in the Little Darling Preschool. Classes occur 5 days a week. Perfect. Okay, well, looks like Rue's gonna get a good education from the very start of 3 years old. So, I mean, good for her. Honestly, I feel like Mount Komorebi would have a really good preschool system. So yeah, like I feel like their schools here are just like top tier. So I think Rue's gonna get the best education ever living here. I don't know if Mexico had very good schools. You know, I feel like Julian probably didn't try that hard in school. I mean, you know, he did go to university, but he was partying all the time. So y'all can come and get you some cake though. Come and get you some pieces of cake. I'm gonna have her come and grab her a slice, and I'm gonna have Rue come and get her some as well. I know Rue is gonna be in a mood because apparently Cake Mate's toddlers kind of like gremlins, and they end up like getting really angry. So yeah, we're gonna have to be careful with the cake though. Alright, so I think it's going to be time for Kari to actually tell Julian that she's pregnant. I don't know how Julian's going to feel about it. I mean, I feel like Julian probably is okay with having kids like he was with, you know, her being pregnant with Rue. But I want to check his panel and see if it changed any. No, he's still neutral to having children. And he has a weak immune system? Oh my gosh, I had no idea that he had a weak immune system. That's so sad. What's it say? Sims with weak immune systems are particularly susceptible to disease. They tend to get sicker more often. Oh no, so he can get the flu easy and stuff. Oh gosh, okay, he's got all his shots though, right? He's got a tuberculosis one, meningitis, and so that's good. He's protected from that and malaria. So we're good. We're good on that front. At least he's had all of his vaccinations because honestly, we do not need their kids getting sick too. So, does she actually have a strong immune system? Yeah, she has a strong immune system. So we're not gonna have to worry about her, thankfully, because we don't need my heir dying, my founder. So, Rue, how are you feeling? Does she have a good immune system? Oh, she actually has a weak immune system, but I think I want to change that. I don't really want her to have a weak one per se. I think that she would probably have, like a normal immune system, considering both of her parents have different immunity. So Kari has a strong immune system and Julian has a weak one. So I think I'm probably going to give her normal just because I feel like it's not good or bad. So I think for story purposes, that just makes a lot of sense. So Kari's going to go ahead and have her cake with Julian. She's going to say, Julian, I'm so happy you moved in with me now. I'm happy that we're kind of moving towards a better relationship. And he's like, over here feeling kind of sad and uncomfortable because of the fact that he's coming down from cocaine, which she doesn't really know. So she's like, how do you feel about living in Mount Komorebi now, Julian? And he's like, well, I feel alright about it. Like, Mexico is really nice and everything, and Mount Komorebi is too, but it's way more colder. She's like, yeah, it definitely is really chilly here, so you're gonna have to go to the store and get you some different kinds of clothes. And he's like, yeah, it was pretty warm in Mexico, and now I feel like I'm literally freezing to death. And she's like, yeah. She's like, well, speaking of which, Julian, I have something I need to talk to you about. He's like, okay. He's like, let me go and clean up these dishes first. She's like, okay. Okay, girl, let's go ahead and check on Rue. Oh, she's eating her cake and she's being messy. Oh gosh, we're gonna have to clean up after her. She's got the cork, the messy eater cork. Rue is a little extra messy around food time. Okay, well, she's a messy girl. We're gonna have to definitely keep a mop around. So Julian's like, what is it, babe? What do you need to talk to me about? And she's like, well, I've just had a lot going on, as you know. I moved here, and then I gave birth to Rue, and I've had postpartum and all this stuff going on, and my dad's told me that he's very ill, and he's probably gonna pass soon, and yeah, it's just been a really rough time for me, and now I found something out that is really actually exciting, especially since we're doing well at the moment. And he's like, really? He's like, are you pregnant again? And she's like, how did you know? And he's like, well, I haven't been using a condom, so I figured you might be pregnant. And she's like, well, are you happy about it? Are you happy that we're going to have another baby? And he's like, well, I'm okay with it, I mean, I wasn't really expecting to have another child right now, considering Rue is a toddler, but I mean, I'm good with it. And she's like, well, I'm glad that you're alright with it, but I was kind of hoping you'd be a little more excited, because I thought we were going to eventually get married and stuff. He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, we are, but, it's a little soon. Oh, look at him looking at the test. He's like, well, I guess this is a happy accident, I mean, we are, kind of in a situation where we're trying to make amends with each other, so I guess this is another way to kind of do that. And she's like, yeah, I agree. She's like, I wasn't really expecting to be pregnant this soon either, because I just got over my postpartum, but, I'm really happy. And I'm happy that you're pretty happy too. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, well, Julian, you could be a little happier about this, but it's okay. I'm so happy that they're actually, gonna work on, their relationship, and they're gonna be parents again. It's all really good things happening, so I'm really happy that that is what's going on. But Julian definitely needs to get himself a job. I feel like he needs something else besides cocaine, giving him money. So, y'all comment down below what you think Julian could actually do for a job. Because I think he'd probably be a criminal, maybe. Or, we could get him into the entertainer career as well as a musician. That would be fun. What's it say? Addition to the family from pregnancy announcement, Julian and his partner are going to have a child. Lots of responsibilities involved, but they'll figure it out. So he feels like kids are a big responsibility, which that's pretty true. But maybe he doesn't really want that responsibility, but he loves Kari and wants her to be happy, so he's okay with it. But I don't think that, that should be. I think, he should be excited too, but he probably is just like, kind of in the middle, honestly. But Rue's over here upset, like I said, sugar now from eating dessert. She wants more cake, but girl, you can't have too much cake, girl. Like, you need to, slow down a little bit. Like, you just aged up. You don't need any more cake. But look at Kari. Kari is feeling a little bit, what's she feeling like right now? Cryptic pregnancy. Kari had no idea that she was pregnant. There were simply hardly any signs of it. She could not be any more shocked. So, maybe she is kind of thinking a bit now because the way Julian's reacting. Maybe she's like, well, I had no symptoms, I found out really late, so it may have come of kind of a surprise to both of them, because she was planning on waiting a bit to have another baby because of her postpartum. It was just so difficult for her, but it all came all of a sudden, and I mean, Julian said he didn't use a condom, so maybe Julian knew it would happen, but like he wasn't very responsible in trying to prevent it either. So I don't know. I feel like in general Julian's just not a really responsible man. He just doesn't really think about things. He doesn't think about his actions. But him and Kari are working things out and trying to have a family life together, so we're gonna see how that goes. But it looks like they actually kind of want to go and woohoo right now. But Kari's like, so Julian, you're not like overly excited about this pregnancy, and I get that, I found out kind of late and everything, but like we're gonna work it out, right? And he's like, yeah, babe, like we're definitely gonna work it out. I'm just not that good with kids, okay? I, didn't really have the best family life growing up. My grandma, my adopted mom, she just told me that she adopted me and she's not even my real grandma. And she told me how my parents were, that they basically were, not treating me the best. And she found me at a festival and was like, hey, maybe this kid needs a better parent. So yeah, like that's what it is, babe. Like it's not that I'm unhappy about our children. It's just like I didn't have a good family, when I was real young. So I just get worried that I'm not going to be a good dad. She's like, well, Julian, like, I'm here to help you. Like, we can do this together, okay? And he's like, thanks, babe. Oh, so Julian does have some insecurities. Oh, I'm so sad for him. Like, I know that he's been kind of a bad guy so far, a little bit, but like, at the same time, he did have a rough childhood, a really, really, really rough one when he was younger. So, I mean, I get how he's feeling. Hopefully maybe he could go to therapy for it. Because, like, when he was younger, he was, like, about 7 or 8 years old when he was adopted by Kendra. So, yeah, that's probably why he's got these memories coming back. So, yeah. And, Kendra finally told him the truth. That's so sentimental. Like Kendra like opening up to him and telling him that like she's not actually blood related to him, that she is actually his adopted mom. I mean, that's a really big moment. And I know that Julian's probably thinking a lot about that, and he's gonna be able to be a pretty good dad as long as he tries to quit being a coke addict. But this coke cold is not gonna help things at all. So this says, all is well from announcing pregnancy. Kari's partner took the news of the pregnancy rather well. They're open to having children and are glad to share this experience with Kari. What a relief. So Kari is happy that, Julian is open about having a family, but at the same time, she's sad because she heard that he had a rough childhood and she had no idea about a lot of that. And so yeah, she's really feeling for him, and she's feeling something's not right. Kari has a horrible feeling that her loved one, love of her life, is on something. So yeah, she knows that he's doing coke still too, but she's trying to like not worry about it and just kind of focus on, they're doing better with their relationship and, trying to work things out, and also, trying to, be a mom as well, them, co-parenting. So yeah, I think she's going to tell Julian. She's like, Julian, I need to go to my doctor appointment. Do you want to go with me? He's like, yeah. He's like, are we finding out the gender? And she's like, yeah, we're going to go and find out the gender and make sure the baby is okay and everything. And he's like, all right, well, yeah, I'll go. Where is Rue going to be? And she's like, oh, I take Rue to daycare, so she'll be fine. So they're going to go and find out the gender. Like I said, comment down below if you think it's a girl or a boy. Do pink for a girl and blue for a boy. And if you think it's twins, say twins. Or if you think it's a boy and a girl, do blue and pink. Okay, so we're gonna go to a doctor visit, and we're gonna go to the obstetrician, and we're gonna go with Julian, and they're gonna find out the gender of their second child. Oh my gosh, this is a big moment, and I know Julian is nervous, about being a dad again, and I know that Kari is excited to find out the gender, and I am excited for y'all to find out too. So let's go ahead and find out. Okay, so Rue is going to daycare. So let's see. So this says over here that something's a little off with her. Okay, good. We're going to the doctor to find out how the baby's doing. So maybe that will also tell us if she's got like the flu or something, because it seems like she's feeling a little sick. Kari has developed a pregnancy complication called pregnancy-induced anemia. She will need to take additional iron supplements to alleviate the symptoms, but overall pregnancy should progress without major issues. Oh gosh, so that was what was going on. She doesn't have like a cold or anything. She actually is having a pregnancy complication and is a little anemic. So we're going to have to go to the pharmacy and actually buy her some iron pills, which is fine. That's good. Thanks for letting me know. And so, does she have a moodlet for that at all? Because I think she would be kind of a little nervous if that was, you know, the case in real life. I mean, if you had that kind of pregnancy complication, I feel like you would be a little bit, you know, nervous. Okay, girl, let's see. So Rue has returned from daycare. Kari is back from the doctor. Did they not tell her what she's having? Oh, did they not get to find out? Okay. We need to actually go again and see if they will tell us. So we need to go back really quick. It's literally 1 in the morning though. Do we really want to go right now? Okay, well maybe we'll just save that for the next episode. I had no idea she had a pregnancy complication, so I guess that's what they were focused on when she was going to the obstetrician. But yeah, I think I'm going to end the episode off here. Thank you all so much for watching. This episode was fun. I'm so happy Julian has moved in now, and her and Julian are working on things. They're trying to co-parent. They're trying to work through their issues and be a family. Julian's still got his Coke stuff going on. He's got a Coke cult now thanks to the wheel spin. And yeah, it's been a pretty fun episode because Rue aged up as well. And I'm so happy she's a toddler and she's just adorable. And yeah, she's a potential heir. So yeah, it's super exciting. But thank you all for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you are new to join the Storyteller Squad. And yeah, I'll speak to you all next time. Bye, Storyteller Squad.